Here is It Wasn't Her Fault while she was hit with that dark wave from Melvin Orton. If you remember, Dr. Clarissa Kates had a childhood friend who went mentally ill after they had a precocious argument, some kind of weird debate. Maybe it was about politics or science, but they were little kids. And the next day, Clarissa, when she was a child, she had a best friend called Marilyn. And Marilyn, she was just as smart, but one day during their debate, it turned into an argument. And then the following day, Marilyn seemingly lost her mind. And she never got over that, and that's why she became a psychiatrist. So it's really profound. But instead of just giving people medication, what she does, she wants to find the cure to mental illness. That's what drives Dr. Clarissa Kates. But now that she's in session with Melvin Orton, he did something. It was like this weird wave. She could actually see the wave, and it hit her. And then she suddenly felt like she was the worst thing ever. And she was so she's in the process of reconciling how she feels with what she knows to be true about herself. So this is called It Wasn't Her Fault. She stood up and walked to the door, ignoring him. He somehow spread something to her. She will work this out. She will put it down. She remembers her childhood friend and how mental illness overcame her friend. Clarissa Kates vowed since then to understand why it happened. Okay? And then it goes into the chorus. Is this why she feels, Clarissa Kates, she feels like cursed right now, like an antichrist, cursed, the crazy curse hit her from Melvin Orton. So she's asking herself, is this why she feels this way now? Was it something she said as a child that impacted her friend? No. It wasn't her fault. It was no one's fault. It was a dysfunction, a chemical imbalance, random. She was here to understand that. Or was this just a naive dream? This might be just part of this. I might have cut all of these lyrics out. It was never her fault. It was no one's fault. It was just a dysfunction, a chemical imbalance, random. But maybe she was too young to understand the intricacies of an illness. Occam's razor, Occam's razor, it's the simplest solution is the proper solution. She just needs to find the cause to eliminate it. Is this why she feels this way now? Was it something she said as a child? Did it infect her friend? Because Clarissa now feels like she's going crazy. No, it wasn't her fault. So that's that. Clarissa's story continues in It Wasn't Her Fault, right? So now I'm going to another album that's called Loops of Redemption, and I love this album. This was like the first album that I made that I really I was proud of at the time, but I'm still redoing a lot of it. So we're gonna listen to it now. But yeah, we'll do it. No, I'm gonna read the story so far. Here's the last song about Dr. Clarissa Kates' session with her client, Mr. Orton. Okay, so what is this? Like the fifth song of her, that she's in, with session with Melvin Orton? That's pretty crazy. Well, it seems Melvin Orton managed to immediately inflict some mental disorder upon his psychiatrist. How the heck did he do that? And I don't even know when I'm going to answer that question, but here's the song.
She stood up and walked to the door, ignoring him. He somehow spread some